Okay, my last day here, April 12th. Next week is the water party, and you can kind of see it's already starting. This bar's a week early. They're just throwing water everywhere. It's kind of like water fights. They're dousing the bot buses with water. Just throwing water everywhere. I'm kind of regretting not being here for that. So if I come next year, I'm gonna stay, because this party goes on until like April 20th, where it's just a big party. Everybody's got hoses and water guns, and it's kind of like starts off the summer season. You got girls dancing and tubs of water, and this little kid's got a squirt gun over here. But yeah, the water party's starting up, and I'm glad I got to see a little bit of it, because I've been hearing about it and I knew I was gonna miss it. But looks like this bar starts starting a little bit early and good. Kind of get a taste of what is it called? Songkran Festival, I think. Water party. Really cool. So yeah, my last day here. Looks like they're having beer deals too, because that's pretty cheap. 55 baht's about $1.50 for a beer, and that's really cheap for a bar. Cool. Glad I got to see it. Over here too. People down that alley. All right, last day. Leaving on a high note. Looks like this bar's getting ready too. They got buckets of water out front. Nobody's doing anything yet, but yeah, it's gearing up for the water party. Got vendors. Looks like street vendors. This guy's dressed up as like a clown. He's selling, it looks like, water type stuff. I've already seen a couple vendors selling water guns. So even the street vendors. Oh, and then yeah, right there. I mean, look, a whole stand full of water guns. So the whole city is just gearing up for this big water party. It's really cool, man. I'm gonna miss this culture. Heading up to Alaska for 5 months, and it's almost completely opposite of Pattaya. Alaska, it's all wilderness and nobody's up there, a lot of wildlife. Everything's really expensive. Yeah, there's more water party stuff. You can see they got barrels, and so that bar's gearing up for it too. But yeah, Pattaya is and Alaska's cold. So Pattaya, and Alaska, there's not many women, it's mainly guys. So you have, 300 guys fighting over about 20 girls. And Pattaya is exactly opposite. It's warm. Everything's cheap here. Instead of, $20 Subway sandwich in Alaska, Subway sandwich here is, $3, or you can go to a restaurant and get a nice meal for $3. And then there's just women everywhere. It's exactly opposite of Alaska. So I think it's good just to travel and get a nice change of pace from one or the other, because if you stay in one area too long, I think you end up going crazy. Some of these guys that have been in Pattaya for 20 years, you can kind of see they're just fried, and it is kind of like fantasy world here. And the same thing with Alaska. You get up there and people that have been up there for 20 years, they're kind of fried too. So I think the key is just to move around, go to different places, keep your mind open, and I think that's the way to do it. But yeah, walking down Beach Road here, last day, bittersweet. Had a great time here and met a lot of really interesting people and made a lot of friends, and it's kind of sad that it's all coming to an end. But you know, such is life. You just got to move on and go to the next thing. And the friends I met here, if they're the true friends or if it's meant to be, I'll see them next year here. And the same thing with Alaska. Alaska, a lot of people that I met last year aren't coming back. Some people are, but it's just, you know, I guess it's kind of fate. The friends that you connect with throughout life are just always going to be there. So if the friends that I have met or travel to somewhere else, it's not like they won't be my friends, but it's just kind of one of those things where life carries people different ways, and if you stay in touch with the same people just because life has made it so you're around each other, then that's something special. So kind of looking at life a little different now with friends, and just kind of being a free spirit. And yeah, it's been a great time here and great time in Alaska, and I'm looking forward to Alaska even. Look, we got another vendor here selling water guns. So good. Yeah, I got a taste of this water festival right before I'm leaving. You look out there, it's just a beautiful day today. I'm leaving on just a beautiful day. It's pretty hot, but there's my condos over that way, and then if you just look at the beach, all the boats, people are out, everybody's having a good time. Parasailer over there. So yeah, just kind of ranting a little bit, but I'm excited to get back to the United States and see everybody there, and I guess get my head kind of in the right spot. And then yeah, I'll be heading up to Alaska in about 3 weeks. So right from Pattaya right to Alaska, and it's gonna be a rude awakening, kind of, or a culture shock, just going from one extreme to the other extreme. I mean, this is tourist central, and Denali is pretty tourist too, but you are out in the middle of nowhere. It's the edge of the world. I mean, you're out in the middle of nowhere, and the tourists that do come there are kind of, you know, older, and there's not much of a party scene in Denali, and Pattaya is like pure party, pure entertainment, always something going on. So closing one chapter and starting the next. Super hot. I'm walked my last walk of the trip. This is my last walk. I'm doing probably about 4-mile walk. I've got to get back up to the condo at here in about an hour and a half, and Robert's going to check me out, and I'm going to take the taxi to the airport. And then yeah, I have about my flight leaves at 8 o'clock tonight, and I'll have a 7-hour flight to Qatar, Doha, Qatar, which is in the Middle East. Then I have an 8-hour layover there, and then I have a 14-hour flight from Doha, Qatar in the Middle East to Chicago. So the total flight time is about 20 hours with the layover. It's like a 28-hour flight. Plus then when I get on to Chicago, I have about a 3-hour shuttle ride, and then about another hour ride back. So it's gonna be like a 31 hour travel time, which, Not really looking forward to it, but that's just part of it. Literally on the other side of the world. I mean, from Michigan, Thailand is exactly 12-hour time difference. So when it's 8 o'clock in the morning in Thailand, it's 8 o'clock at night in Michigan. So you're literally on the other side of the planet. So yeah, it's going to be a long flight home, but I'm excited to get back and start a new adventure. And I feel really good. I feel really, I have a lot of energy in me, and it feels refreshing just to do stuff like this, and kind of gave me a new lease on life. And I'm really thankful for everything that people have done for me, and all the stuff that I've done, and just my position in life. I just feel really fortunate, and try to keep that outlook, and try to just keep as positive as I can for the rest of my life. And not saying I won't get down and out, everybody does, but I just feel a lot better about myself and where I am. So all right, I'm gonna turn around here and head back, but it's been fun. See you guys later.